Alright, today, sitting on a wall, trying to duplicate a feat that I did yesterday. Yesterday, while I was on the job, this camera's a little dirty, and my guess is hopefully by the end of this little sweat-umentary, there might be a few drops of sweat on this camera as well. At the workplace yesterday, I did my new favorite workout in the world a total of 8 times. So basically, I did 8 sets of the 12 exercises in about 64 minutes. It takes about 8 minutes to do each set. So what I'm hoping is, even though there's only 60 minutes of time on this little digital camera, I think there is a good chance that I might be able to get 64 minutes of footage on this camera. We'll see. Now, yesterday I said in my video it was a red day. I was feeling great. I was feeling invincible. Today, quite the opposite. I'm feeling blue. It's a blue day. Right now, I don't feel like I'm gonna have the strength or the stamina to pull this off 2 days in a row. But we'll see. One of the interesting things that happened today at work is I had to get back into my email. There's some training that I have to do for the job, and basically there are these tests that you have to take on the computer, and if you're locked out of the computer, you can't train and do the training. So, seeing as I was off of work for almost 2 months, the password on my computer account had expired. So what I had to do is call the Central Help Desk in Madison, Wisconsin, so that I could get basically logged back onto the network and be able to access my email on the computer, so I could access the link to the training. A gentleman by the name of, this is going to be difficult. How am I going to tape this? I guess you're going to get the back of my head as I do my tricep dips. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I'm going to have to work on where do I put the camera when I do the tricep dips so I don't get the back of my head. But anyway, I called this help desk, and there's this guy named Dennis who helped me out and got me cooking again on the computer department. But the one thing that sticks in my memory from that exchange is Dennis asked me my secret question. Now, I'm hoping that talking about my secret question on the video isn't going to get me fired. Who's going to watch this? I don't think anybody's going to watch this except maybe my sweetie, and I'm hoping someday down the line my son watches it too, because I want him to see what I talked to about with Dennis. The 2 major things that I've been afraid of my whole life as a child were success and failure. So the secret question was, what are your 2 biggest fears? And my answers were success and failure. After giving that bit of information to Dennis. He plugged me back into the matrix. And I had a lot of unread emails. Tons of them. Now, I don't know if I'm going to succeed or if I'm going to fail at this workout challenge. Try and do 8 sets of this workout. But the point is that it doesn't matter. I'm not afraid either way anymore. And that's a wonderful feeling. Now, another reason that my day is kind of blue is that epic workout that I had yesterday kind of got me in trouble a little bit. I did that workout in the rec room with basically the presence of the kids. And I don't know, like I said in some of my earlier videos, sometimes my workouts get too intense and make people uncomfortable. Like right now, I'm kind of doing this casually, sitting around, lounging, doing my side planks. But my guess is when I get to repetition 6 or maybe even repetition 5, I'm not going to be so chatty. I'm going to be looking very focused, very intense, and trying to get this workout done and finished. And when I get into that mode, I think a lot of people would say that I look kind of scary. Because right now, everything's still kind of hunky-dory. I really love the fact that I can work out with the kids that I work with and get paid to do so. I mean, that's an awesome benefit. And I think, to some degree, the level of my fitness can be an inspiration to some of those kids. It's like, when they see me do jumping jacks for an hour straight in the courtyard, you know, it's not like Lawrence Taylor or Barry Bonds or Michael Phelps. I'm just some guy with a fanny pack and a stuffed animal dog doing some pretty amazing feats of physicality, endurance, and physical fitness. And it puts it into their head that, hey, this guy's just a random guy that works at the mental hospital. What could I do if I aspire and if I achieve? The most important thing I try to tell those kids is you gotta work out on the days you don't feel like working out. That's kind of hard to do sometimes. Like today, man, I wish that I could just go inside, snuggle in my bed with my sweetie, get a little kissing, a little smooching, and just forget about the bad events of the day. But that is not how one becomes a champion. Now, usually champions are associated with winning something. Now, I don't think that I'm going to win any awards for doing jumping jacks or sit-ups or yelling into a camera over the Batman soundtrack. I think that the Batman soundtrack is about 64 minutes long. So if that's the case, Batman's done, I should be done with this workout. We're only on track 3 right now, and there's 12 tracks on the CD, so I got a long way to go. But I don't know, like I said, if I can teach those kids to work out on the days that they don't feel like doing it at all, that's a really great lesson. A lot of times kids wake up, man, I really don't want to go to school today. And a lot of them don't. And a lot of them pay consequences for skipping school. Now I can't specifically talk about anyone in particular using names or maybe even anecdotes about people that I serve at the hospital. But I really wish I could. I really wish that I could. Alright. This didn't work. You may see my butt coming down. I need to think of a better solution. Now technically, you're supposed to rest for 10 seconds in between each set. After I do my tricep dips, I take a few seconds and sit down on the chair. But that's about all the resting I do in this workout. Maybe that's not a good thing, but I think it really kind of adds to the challenge. You're also supposed to rest, I think, it's either 30 or 40 seconds after each set of 12. But I haven't been doing that either. I've been going right from my side planks straight into the jumping jacks for the next set. Now I haven't been keeping track of how many sets I've been doing, which might be foolish. Now the good news is if I can get through this monster 8-pack basically unscathed, I think that means it's time for a new beginning. And I'm going to take my weight vest, which has been called probably the most politically incorrect name in history, the Durka vest. Now I'm not going to go into the details of what the Durka vest means, but that has been called the Durka vest by my friends. And it might be time to put the Durka vest back on if I can do 8 of these bad boys. The good news is I got a little timer on the back of this camera, so I know exactly how long this has been going on. This is the hardest part of the workout, and it's because the floor gets so slippery. A lot of times my feet start sliding around when I'm doing these twisty things. I do realize too that if I do put this video on the internet, it's gonna probably take about 6 hours to upload it. It takes a long time to upload long YouTube videos, and it's been a while since I've done one that's been an hour long or so. But we'll see how it goes. This is number 3. I think I might have solved my problem. There's a metal shelf, or I guess I should say step stool, right by the Durka vest. I think that's going to come in handy for my tricep dips. Now the goal, of course, is to be doing the next exercise before the buzzer sounds. I have my watch on the 40-second repeating timer. So 30 of that 40 seconds is meant to be doing exercises, and the other 10 is meant to be resting and basically getting ready to do the next set of 30 seconds of exercise. Some of the kids at work have tried this workout, and this is where I lose them. The push-ups. After a while, I think your abs get more tired than your arms and shoulders, and they just cannot do push-ups for 30 seconds. Now I'm not ripping out push-ups like there's no tomorrow. I'm just concentrating on making sure that I do push-ups for 30 seconds. Because that and the twisty push-ups are the two weakest links for me in this exercise. And that has to do with my shoulders more than anything. My shoulders are pretty weak sauce. And it doesn't really matter how many military presses I do. I think my life of doing stupid stuff really caught up to my shoulders first. However, I hope that somebody sees this workout and tries it. Maybe on my next time through, I'll be a little bit more descriptive about what's actually going on here. Very odd doing squats with no weight. It just feels alien. I miss my workouts at work. Alright, how's this work? Does that work? Is it too close? I bet it is. Alright, let's back this up just a smidge more. Ooh. 6 more seconds of peace. I've been starting my plank exercise early every time just because I know my abs are in a sorry state of affairs. There's a video I made not too long ago which included a little footage of me mowing the lawn that I will always refer to as Moby Dick's stomach. The big white whale. The good thing is when I'm at work, the kids are always ready to chime in to get my knees up. Because towards the end of things, my knees are going up about this far. In fact, they feel that way now. A friend of mine at work said he goes to a gym and there's this guy, he's either in his 50s or 60s, and he does lunges. What he does is he holds like a 20 or 25 pound dumbbell in each hand and he does lunges. He doesn't do a set of 10, he doesn't do a set of 12, he doesn't even do a set of 50. Apparently that guy does lunges for 30 minutes. Well, that sounds like something I need to see. So I don't think I could do lunges for 30 minutes. My big problem with the side planks is I never remember what side I did last. I really think I did my left side the last time, so kind of doing the left side 2 times in a row here. I'll try to remember to do the right side next time. Station, ones that I can count, like for example, I can count how many jumping jacks I do in 30 seconds. I can use that as the basis of how hard I'm pushing myself. Let me grab the list here. Quick! Alright, we're sitting. Jumping jacks, wall sit, push-ups, ab crunches, step up on the chair, squats, tricep dip on the chair, planks, high knees, lunges, push up and rotate, and side planks. Whoever put these 12 together, it's good, because it really, each exercise kind of ties into the last one you do, and you are feeling it. Oh, those push-ups are getting harder. I'm not quite halfway done. I need to get to halfway done. Because when that happens, something in my brain says, if you can do something once, you can do it twice. So if I can get to halftime of this little exercise program, I think I'll be all right. Oops. Oh, 12 glorious seconds. I put fresh batteries into the camera, so there should be no excuses of the batteries dying before I die. And it's starting to snow inside of my garage. How lovely is that? Sometimes I leave the door open to get the breeze, but today that's bringing in the snow. It should not be snowing in June. All I can say is my camera is going to need as much of a bath as I do when this is done. It's getting kind of dirty. Lunges for 30 minutes. That sounds crazy. I like it. Now, that leads me to my good point. Trying to stress to the kids, before you do 100 push-ups, you gotta be able to do one. I'm guilty as much as the next guy sometimes, of wanting to run or fly before I learned to walk or crawl. If I would have started out saying, you know what, I'm gonna do that crazy workout 8 times, I would have failed. I would have failed miserably. And I might have set myself up for some disappointment. Part of being able to accomplish your goals is making goals that are just a little bit out of reach. Not crazy out of reach, just a little bit. So when you get close, you give yourself that extra oomph to do something that, until that moment happened, you thought was impossible. I made it to halftime. I'm halfway done. Like any time now, I'm gonna have to shut up and just focus on what I'm doing. And that's gonna be a pretty boring, uneducational, mind-numbing experience for any poor soul that would watch this video. And for that, I apologize. But working out like this, it's kind of the same thing. You gotta suffer a little bit if you wanna make gains. No guts, no glory. No pain, no gain. Work or go home. Depending on what shoe you wear, I'm sure there's a slogan. Depending on what sports drink you drink, there's probably a commercial. It felt so good yesterday to do this 8 times. More importantly, to do it in the presence of the kids. Even though it kind of got me in trouble, I think in the end it was worth it. Probably could be doing these chair step-ups a lot faster, but this chair, I think it's older than I am, which means it's really old. I really don't want to have to grab the camera and show a 22-inch wooden doll impaled through my stomach. That just wouldn't do me any good. If I break this chair doing this workout, that'll do me a lot of good. Workout man is getting treacherous. It's getting awful sweaty. Alright, I'm really slacking it. So I only did 40 jumping jacks. I'm starting to hit that blue wall. This is only set 5. Where's the set 6? Yeah, it's set 6. I'm on set 6. Long way to go. We're on track 9 of the 12 tracks. 11 is a long track. And 11 might be where I could plunk. I don't know. I definitely need to go to my right side the next time. We're on track 11. It's on. The battery indicator is on my camera. If this camera dies in the next 14 minutes, I'm really going to be put out with Duracell. That will make me very, very unhappy. Because then I'll have to do this again. Maybe not today. Maybe not today. I need my little buddy to be able to see that his daddy can succeed or he can fail. And eventually, I think he's going to have a chance to see me do both. Because when you take risks and you make choices that aren't always the easy choice, you will succeed and you will fail. That's just all there is to it. Lots of snow.
That's a little bit better. One more set. I hope that the batteries make it. Final set. I think Batman is going to get all before the batteries. So we're on track 12. There's only like 4 minutes left. That means I'm going to have to gut the last 4 minutes out without music. That's going to be the hardest thing of all. Because this music is like rocket fuel for me.